Hello, this is Lynn and welcome back to my channel. So starting from today, I'm going to switch my focus to auditing and auditing automation using Python, which has been my interest for a long time. So what I'm going to do is to share how I search for coding instructions or directions online and how I put them together. One thing I found out is that after a long time search, I didn't find any useful, simple general ledger or trial balance financial data to build my analytics project. So I ended up manually creating trial balance and general ledger, which is really short. So what I'm thinking is that a good idea to create a tool or a website to generate financial data because it has a lot of debit and credits. Maybe that's the reason that it's not there yet. Okay, so I'm going to start creating my manual trial balance and then go over the trial balance. I'm going to create a simple trial balance sample to explain what I'm trying to do here. So cash is basically what sits in your bank account. Prepaid expense is actually not an expense account, it's an asset account, which means the payment that you paid for the expenses that incurs in the next fiscal year. These are all asset account, and starting from here is going to be liability account. That is basically what you owe other people. So deferred revenue is actually not a revenue account. It's a liability account, which means you receive the payment from other people for the revenue that needs to be recognized in the next fiscal year or calendar year. Since I'm more familiar with government or nonprofit accounting or audit, I'm going to use that as an example. Donor without donor, net asset without donor restrictions. Okay, so after correcting all these numbers, we need to, okay, since this is just made up numbers, we can change it accordingly, but in real life accounting, we cannot just randomly change the numbers. We're just making an example here. Okay, so we can see that these are asset accounts normally are positive numbers. Liability accounts are normally negative numbers, including net assets. and revenue is normally negative numbers and expenses are normally positive numbers. We say this instead of positive or negative, we say debit or credit. So now we are going to make up random fake transactions and then come up with fiscal year 2020 trial balance. Debit fixed asset, credit cash, net revenue, then is debit cash and deferred revenue, and then credit revenue. For this corporate contribution, is for half of it is for fiscal year 2021. Then we make it debit cash, credit deferred revenue, and credit revenue. Sixth one is travel expense. So travel expense, the debit to expense, credit to cash. Then insurance expense is the same thing, but we assume that we prepaid insurance expense in the last fiscal year. Credit cash, credit prepaid, and debit insurance. So we are going to summarize all these. We're going to come up with a new trial balance as of June 30, 2020. So what I'm trying to do here is to try to analyze what has changed comparing this year and last year. Okay, then we're going to pay more attention to those accounts that have more significant changes, and then we can save a lot of time and so on. Okay, so in the next video, we are going to use this and this to create analyzing tool using Python. Thank you.